As you just heard there in this NBC News special report, we're closely following breaking news out of Utah right now. After learning about the death of Charlie Kirk, we want to take a few steps back and look at what led up to this tragic shooting today. Kirk is a well-known conservative political activist who was shot while speaking at an event in Utah. President Trump first broke this news on Truth Social in the last half hour here. The shooting happened during a Q&A with students at Utah Valley University, which is just south of South Lake City. The spokesperson for Utah Valley University told the New York Times Kirk was shot by a suspect who fired from a building about 200 yards away from where he was speaking. We initially got reports a suspect who is not a student at the school was taken into custody, but the university has since shared that a suspect is not in custody. The person responsible for this shooting is still on the loose. Now, Kirk is known for doing these types of events at campuses across the country, including here in Madison. Almost exactly a year ago, Kirk was on the UW-Madison campus for a Turning Point USA event. That was actually on September 5th. We're also getting reaction from lawmakers here in Wisconsin, including Republican Senator Ron Johnson. The senator posted on X, writing, quote, "Please say a prayer for Charlie and his family and his team," end quote. This is, of course, a developing story we first brought you on our news app earlier this afternoon, which is free to download. We'll continue to follow the latest updates for you both on air and online as we learn the latest information.